What is going on at large nation? Lamont at large? I don't think that's a good idea to use that as a opening intro. At large nation? That sounds really stupid and narcissistic. Anyways, Lamont at large. Today I'm in Alliance, Ohio. A population about 21,000 people or so. A quaint little town here in Ohio. And the reason why I'm coming at you today from here in Alliance is because we're going to talk about this creepy guy right here. His name is Joshua Fryermuth. And if you have any kids where you're at, you might want to avoid their eyes from watching this creepy, weird guys, because I don't want to give your kids any nightmares, because after reading this story, well, I've got my own nightmares to deal with. Now, this looks like a pretty decent park. This looks like a nice park that you could bring your kids to for them to play for a few hours, or if your kids are old enough, they can come down here and hang out with their other friends. But there's a person that lives in this area that also likes that park too. His name is, again, Joshua Fryermuth. Please avert your eyes if you are easily frightened. So, September 20th, 2024, Joshua is cruising the boulevard up and down here in Alliance. And, he's bored and high, really high on meth and other drugs. This guy looks like he does all the drugs, anything and everything. So this guy is creeping around this neighborhood, and one of the residents in these houses calls the police and says, hey, there's this creep, weird, creepy, freaky guy wearing a wig. And he's driving around this neighborhood and he's like creeping on the kids, right? So Alliance police, they come out here and they pull over this creepy car with this creepy guy in there. And, well, they're searching his car, license, registration, and insurance. And one of the officers looks in the steering wheel and under the cover sees a little bit of meth. About 1.6 grams of it. I don't know if that's a lot of meth, but that's enough to get arrested. He also had a glass pipe under his seat. So this guy was locked, cocked, and ready to go. So they take him down to the jail and charge him with drug possession. Now, he wouldn't stay there very long, maybe about a day or so. So he gets released on his, what they call own recognizance, or OR. So he gets out of jail, but hey, the day is still young, and this guy, he's not done with what he came over in this neighborhood to do. 2 days later, September 22nd, Joshua is up to his old tricks again. He goes back home after getting out of jail, grabs his other stash of meth, because, when you smoke meth, you probably have several different small stashes of meth, kind of like how squirrels hide nuts for the winter. So he comes back through this park, and now he's walking up and down Webb Street right here. Now, he's on the 900 block of South Webb. And Joshua is, he's looking for a kid, right? Because this guy, he's gotten dolled up, right? He put on his best lipstick and his favorite blonde wig, and comes down here because he wants to meet a little boy. Right? And, he has his white heels. Those are his favorite.
Yeah, baby!
He comes down here and he sees like a kid, 11-year-old kid with a dog. And he approaches the kid and the dog starts to growl at him. Now, something tells me that many dogs, when they see this guy, growl. I think all the dogs growl at this guy. Down, boy, down. So he goes to try to grab the boy's arm, and the dog just, barks. He's like, get out of here, you creep. Yeah, this dog is, props to this dog, because if I were that dog, I'd probably be scared. So the boy like yells and goes home and tells his mom that some ugly woman, he probably doesn't understand he's 11. Maybe they're smarter than we think they are. So he tells his mom some creep, some carbon-based life form, try to grab his arm and take him away. So they call 911, and the police get a description, and then they would later track Mr. Joshua to his residence, where they said, hey, we're looking for some weird thing, and I think it's you. I think you're the thing we're looking for. And he was like, yeah, no, I didn't kidnap any kid, you know, because his voice, I'm imagining his voice is very deep. You know, I didn't kidnap any kid. Well, the cop was like, no, you did kidnap a kid. So they arrested this guy, and they charged him with attempted kidnapping. So they booked this clown into the Stark County jail. So Joshua went for a 12-mile ride down here to the Stark County jail and was booked for that attempted kidnapping. And he was held here on $100,000 bail. But I don't know why, but the grand jury in his case, they returned a no bill. That means that they declined to file charges against him. So they did, however, choose to keep him charged with the drug possession. But they said, forget the kidnapping. That's not important. So currently, right now, I'm not really sure if he's incarcerated here or not. Their website's a little bit archaic, as a lot of these jails across America are. So with that being said, he's probably free out and able to kidnap all of your kids. So the main reason why I'm doing the video is because, well, as you can see in those booking photos, that they allowed him to wear his wig. They allowed him to wear his wig in the jail, in those booking photos. And I really, when that caught my eye, I said, why are they letting this guy with his weird mental illness, why are they allowing, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, Joshua prefers the name Victoria, or Vicky for short, okay? He's not fancy. But yeah, him with that ridiculous blonde wig in this jail, and whoever, you know, makes the rules here thinks that that is perfectly fine and perfectly okay. So I got done talking to a lieutenant who works at the jail. So he enlightened me on their practices in terms of booking men who identify as something that's not a man. So basically he said that it's in his belief that during the booking process, the jailers discovered that the wig was sewn into his scalp, or possibly glued in. So he said that if it's a wig where you could like take it on and off, like how I take off my hat, like blah blah blah, you know what I mean, then they'll make him take off the wig. If it's like glued or sewn in and the process of removing it is too difficult, they're just gonna let him keep the wig on. And also one of the other guys in there said that another reason why they would want to, when they take a booking photo of a them, is that in case they're gonna make like a wanted poster or something like that, then they'll have a picture of what they would look like as everyday life in the guise of whatever they identify as. Also, he's definitely not in the jail, so like I said earlier, they dropped the kidnap charges. They kept the drug charges, but they weren't like really serious drug charges. So this creep is probably somewhere out here in Stark County raising a ruckus. So listen, if you're in Alliance, if you're in Canton, anywhere in Stark County, if you see this friar, mutt, clown, weird buffoon, grab your closely, because this guy is not to be trusted. Just a sexual deviant and a creep. All right, guys, out of here. Hitting the road. Catch up with you in the next video. Peace out.